X. This video here is going to be off the cuff and it's not scripted, but I want to give you my thoughts about affirmative action. I'm not going to belabor the things that's already been said about affirmative action in other places. If you want to know about those against affirmative action for the reasons described in other places, maybe you can go there and read about it, but I am against it. One thing I'm going to do is mention something that's not often talked about regarding affirmative action and how it's implemented. And I'm going to say this specifically in the Black community, since I'm a Black man. One thing that's often done in where I'm from in these Black areas is when these companies come into the hood and they're talking about this affirmative action, they're going to a place that's 95% Black. And what they're doing is they're going to follow the affirmative action model, which says that as long as the company is 8% minority, then you're good to go. So what happens is these companies are going into these Black communities around the country and only hiring 8% of their employer, 8% minority, when it's 90 to 95% minority in the neighborhood. So they still can't get jobs. But guess what? It gets worse. Notice I said these affirmative action places, they only got to hire 8% minority. That means they could be from Iran. They could be from the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? They could be from anywhere. They don't have to be out of the neighborhood. They didn't say 8% of people in the neighborhood. They didn't say affirmative action had to be 8% Black. They just said affirmative action had to be 8%. So what you have is you got these companies in the hood across the country, really not hiring Black people. They might hire maybe a sprinkling of it. So they wind up maybe 2 or 3% Black. So that's one thing that about affirmative action that I never see addressed. And one of the other many reasons I'm against it, in addition to the reasons I've heard all over the internet. Peace.